those places round town that you and I found always remind me of you.
It is lining up. It is going to come in with the Fury, the next thing, and it's going to take out the whole. I mean, that's even your color car. Oh, that poor guy. This is day dose of for us at SEMA, and it's gorgeous. There's the Las Vegas Convention Center. We're having a fantastic time, like usual. We were out on the Strip last night. We always like to try like some little different things, especially when we're in new areas. We really like little dive places or unique stuff to, you know, regions. So we headed down. We obviously had to introduce Savage to the fountains at the Bellagio. So we got to watch that a little bit. So we get on the bus. We're actually riding the public transport. So we've done Lyft, Uber, some of those types of ride sharing stuff. This year we got monorails in the past. We got bus passes this year. So we're on the bus. I'm totally geeked out because I'm a child and it's a double decker. So, you know, we're watching the Strip go by. It's pretty clean, pretty nice. I swear I fell asleep. And we're just going a couple stops to stop. If Greg wouldn't have been like, hey, we're on the next stop, I'd probably still be sleeping on the bus right now. This is kind of how whooped I am. We got in per Savage's iPhone pedometer. We pushed 30,000 steps yesterday. Just how immensely big this convention center is spectacular. We rode in the Tesla Loop, so that's part of the Musk's boring company, and they bore these tunnels under the city, and then they drive Teslas underneath of it. Pretty interesting stuff. The view is just spectacular here, and it's a little better view behind the Savage, so maybe he'll grab some beer on that in a minute. Las Vegas is in this big basin of this big bowl, and it's just such a neat experience. We were talking one of these years we got to get out of the city and go play in the desert some. We'll make that happen in the future. For now, it's all business. Figure out what products are hot, meet with those industry people, get those connections built, check out the builds, bring back cool stuff to you guys, and just kind of living that SFJ life. So we'll keep you posted. Cool stuff. She just tried to like karate chop.
Stiff arm.
She did. She threw out the stiff arm. It's gonna fall over on me totally.
Don't do it.
Fat guy in a little coat. Fat guy in a little coat.
Don't.
Should have 360 pan that one. Osmo, that was pretty cool. Paris, places the Jeep life takes us. Isn't that outrageous? So we're doing like the straight Instagram thing, and so Greg found this place on a previous trip out here, and he was doing some cheat sheet stuff, and so we're at the Ellis Island, and it's called like BFF or something, right?
No, the Village Pub.
Oh, the Village Pub, and there's Savage doing his thing, and this is legitimately a plate of steak and eggs for $9. Like that's the best deal. That's what's up.
The camera does not eat first around here.
The camera does not eat first? Okay. What does that mean?
Okay, boomer, yeah, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer.
I was over in the corner eating my breakfast.
Greg is so hungry. We walked, 11 miles to get here. We took the bus down, which has been just the best thing. It was like riding the bus, because the bus in Las Vegas just smells like liquor and medicinal things that may or may not be legal. And
we took it down and then we walked because everything on the map in Las Vegas looks this close, and it's not. But I'm telling you, it's worth it at this point once we get our grub on. Day dos. And this lanyard is trying to kill me. But on today's docket, we need to touch base with our friends at Dana, at Yukon, at potentially Best Top. We're going to be shooting video on the top 5, my favorite 5 Jeeps. We already checked out the one. There's a couple more in there that I really like. We're going to visit the Crown Automotive booth because I obviously use a lot of their parts and pieces. And we're going to see what other shenanigans we can get into. We were in the Mothership's Jeep Performance booth yesterday. Always nice to see those concept vehicles in living color. And we're going to see what other shenanigans we can get ourselves into. And Davey's trying to get arrested. Here we are in the Overland Experience, relatively new opportunity for SEMA attendees. This area is dedicated to one of the most popular growing aspects of our off-road industry, glamorous camping off-road. But that's cool, it's cool, and now we call it overlanding. And I gotta tell you, there is something out here for your tactical off-road camping experience. The Overland Experience, you're gonna see adventure trailers, rooftop tents, off-road systems, refrigerators, the whole shooting match. There's really cool tents that surround Jeeps and showers and all those kinds of things so that you can have all the creature comforts of home while navigating the backcountry roads. All right, guys, we are at the Best Top booth of SEMA 2022, and this is the place to be for everything Jeep and maybe a little Bronco. But you can see that SEMA brings the A game. Behind us, we've got Fred Williams and Dirthead Dave from the Motor Trends Dirt Every Day. They're actually shooting and repping some Best Top products right now. This is one of my favorite Jeeps. You'll want to look for that on our YouTube page, on the Neil's top 5 favorite Jeeps of SEMA in no particular order. The big thing about SFJ 4x4 is we are the Tri-State's leading authorized dealer and installer per Best Top of our region, and that includes all of those great products owned currently by Best Top. The fitment, the quality, the material, and the customer follow through is unsurpassed as far as what we get from Best Top, and they're here showing that off with their PRP seats, their bumpers, their tops, their lights, and all of the other goodies that the Best Top family of brands brings to the table. I hope you enjoy this footage and coverage, and make sure that if you need a new top or any of these products, stop by, swing over to sfj4x4.com and get you some of that. All right, so we've made our way into what is arguably the main hall. It is certainly one of the biggest halls, and this is where you're gonna find a lot of performance part manufacturers. I am standing reasonably within front of Holley over here. Holley is a parent company which at this point in time boasts almost a full 80 brands underneath its family of lines. If you've watched any of our content, you know that we use a ton of super chips and a ton of the Holley Sniper line, Hyper Spark, and all those other really cool goodies they have. They also have a lot of the fit and finish pieces that are so critical to giving you a really high quality, polished, finished look out of your vehicle. So we're gonna walk from the Holley booth. We're gonna head down, straight down through the row. You're gonna get to see a little bit of what's going on here. We're gonna go past S&B air filters and head over to the Magnuson booth. So from one high quality performance manufacturer and head down there, we're gonna see Magnaflow, Magnuson, and all of those goodies that make SEMA so uniquely SEMA. So S&B filters is just a really cool air filter manufacturer. So everybody has reasonably heard of K&N air filters. We actually sell a ton of SMB. What I really like about them is they have these encapsulated units. They actually focus really well on keeping the heat out of our air filter. If you know much of how our engines work, we really want as much cool, dense air entering the engine as possible, or as the engineers really originally intended. So nice booth recipe, super clean, just like their products are. And we're gonna keep on trucking, head down to the Magnuson booth and see what lines they have on display. All right, so if you saw that big, beautiful, gnarly Gladiator that we recently did a supercharger install on, it's this particular unit right here. Magnuson boasts the best torque band rating for our Jeep performance vehicles. So this particular unit right here, the torque band comes in sooner by their independent testing than other manufacturers on the market. So again, we're gonna go back, that had 40s built axles, it had all the weight on it, and that Jeep would absolutely break the wheels free. This is a very cool, it has a standalone programming and tuning aspect. It utilizes an HP tuners. Once the computer is opened, we use the HP tuners software to go ahead and tell the Jeep about the supercharger, and then you just let her rip. Pretty cool stuff, to say the least. ABC stores for the win. I got shirts for the kiddos. This one particularly fitting because it's nothing says Las Vegas like mermaids, obviously.
You're just gonna pretend it's not for you?
That is, I should put it on.
Don't do it.
Fat guy in a little coat.
I kept finding these for my son, and then they said Sin City across the bottom, and I was like, I don't think I should be that father.